What's up? I'm live on YouTube. I don't do I do I know exactly what I'm supposed to do on here? I'd say no. I'd say I'm unclear on that at this point. But I'm gonna be on here. I was like, I gotta try, I gotta see what's up and just see what it's like to try this. I've been told that I gotta fill all the dead air. I've been told I gotta like I can't let it go silent and that's and that's new for me. There's a couple people in here. There's a couple people in here. If there's stuff you want me to talk about, drop that in the chat. Yeah, drop it in there. Do I like De La Soul? Yeah, I do like De La Soul. It's a little before my time, but I do feel like there's like a what's up? What's up, guys? Hey, thanks for being here. I've never been live on YouTube before. It's my first time. Do I like De La Soul? I do like De La Soul before my time, but the thing that I'll say about De La Soul is like if you were about my age and you like were kind of like trying to do your own thing, I feel like De La Soul was really they were like an early, harbinger. Harbinger, I've never said that word before in my life. Look at me, I'm on the live acting different, but I do like De La Soul. I'm a fan. Best St. Louis rapper. Um, Best St. Louis rapper. Oh, I mean, I don't know if I'm not from the 314, so I don't know if I'm the person who could speak on it. If my personal favorite it's gotta be Nelly. Who am I kidding? It's Nelly. My favorite is Nelly, but also I'm not deep in it. So don't conflate that out to other shit. I like Nelly because Nelly was popping in a crazy way when I was a little kid. So, but also shout out to Chingy. Chingy had a couple years in there. Shout out to Jibs. Shout out to Jaquan, best Austin rapper. Look, hey, Carol's Corner, you've been fucking with the podcast. And guess what, Carol? I've been fucking with you. Shout out to you, Carol. I like what you got going on. This feels nuts. Will I be going to the Hillary Duff show in Brooklyn tonight? I will not, but God bless everyone who got that going on with their situation. I don't even really it's kind of new to me that Hillary Duff is even doing songs to begin with. I knew she was before. I didn't know she was back in the mix. the best Austin rapper. As somebody from Austin, we have not been well represented in the rap world. Houston has really took that over in the Texas scene. Austin's really known more for like rock guys, and I don't even know who like the top rocker who popped off from Austin is recently. But shout out my homie Tita, Teeta. He's a rapper who lives in Austin right now, who has shown a lot of love, and shout out to Tita. If I was trapped on a desert island, I had an iPod with unlimited battery, what 3 albums would you put on it? That's a good question. That also feels like a question that you've asked on a lot of first dates. That's some first date behavior. I don't know how to say your username. It's got a lot of stuff going on in it, but that does feel like a first date question. I don't know. 3 albums is like tough. Also, it's hard for my brain's fried from being on the internet and watching porn from a young age. So it's like it's tough to say. It's tough to have recall, but I don't know. Probably something. I'm probably going a Kanye album and like a Solange album and like a and give me a Kirk Franklin album. Give me a Kirk Franklin album so I can get close with the Lord while I'm on this desert island, because I'm gonna need to find God, but I'm gonna also need to be upbeat, and that's where Kirk comes in. Guesses for Grammy winners. I haven't I'm gonna do something for the Grammys this year. Stay tuned. I haven't announced it yet, but I will be talking. I'm gonna be involved with the Grammys on a certain level this year in a way that's gonna be tight. I don't know when I can talk about it, but I'll talk about it soon. My guesses for the Grammy winners. I kind of think this might be. Yeah, I knew it. I knew you'd ask this question a lot. The Grammy winners. I think it might be Bad Bunny year. I think this might be Bad Bunny's year to get album of the year. I feel like he's like having a really like a just kind of like an unquestionable run. I feel like not that many artists get to be where Bad Bunny is right now. I feel like you talk about these like crazy like he's like the Spice Girls. He's like 50 Cent was in '03. Like he's having the type of run.
Keep doing your thing. I'm just trying to scoot this over.
What's up?
Go like this so that I can be right here.
Oh, I see. He's having the type of run that just people don't get that often. He's having the type of run that I feel like is like very legendary. So I feel like it might be time for him to pop off. I mean, not to pop off. I feel like it might be time for him to win it all. Let's say, oh, Leon Thomas, bro. Shout out Leon Thomas. I really, really think it's cool, like the career arc that he's had and like the moment that he's having right now. I think that's really, really sick. Favorite new or upcoming hip hop artist? There's this dude from the Bay called Overcast that I've been listening to a lot. I like Overcast. I like who else am I into currently? Who else am I into? Oh, there's this girl named Veda from Atlanta, Vayda. This Atlanta girl that I've been really on. Who else? I like Mike a lot. I've been listening to a lot of Mike. I do think I might get Mike on the show at some point. I feel like we know a lot of the same people, but crazy name choice. You can't just. That's like being like, oh, I'm a rapper. What's your rap name? Bob. I'm Bob. I rap. It's just, yeah. Any artist that SNL put me onto, it's not really my style of music, but I gained a real appreciation for Brandi Carlile. The show really fucks with Brandi Carlile heavy. She was around a lot, and I think she is like an amazingly powerful voice in a way that really caught me off guard. I like finding artists that aren't necessarily in my realm, but that I appreciate in a big way. Will I be going to the Bruno Mars show? Is he coming to New York? I might. Gary was just telling me he went to Bruno Mars, and he told me it was incredible. My hot take is that Bruno Mars, and people are going to be furious about this, but I do think Bruno Mars is kind of the Michael Jackson of our time. And it's like, and I know niggas are going to hate that. And like, because it's like, obviously he's not Michael Jackson. You can't be Michael Jackson. There can only be one Michael Jackson. But like, for what we have now, like, I do think Bruno Mars is like Michael Jackson for the TikTok era. I just think he's less cool because I don't think you can be mysterious in that way. I'm on live. That's not mysterious. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be. And I feel like, oh yeah, can y'all drop in the chat who y'all would like to see do the show? Like if y'all could see, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I know everybody doesn't like the Bruno Mars take. That's fine. And I know, I get why it's unpopular, and I get why that's kind of sacrilegious to say. I don't think he's as good of an artist. I think Michael Jackson is a singular talent. I just think for what we have right now, if we got to pick a top male pop star, I do think it is Bruno. And that's just my truth. And you guys want me to get on here and lie, and I won't do it. Who do y'all want to see? Oh, y'all want to see T-Pain on the show? Thank you. Shout out to Lauren. Yeah, who else would y'all want to see? Chris Brown versus Bruno Mars. Who's more Michael Jackson? Here's what I'm not gonna do. Here's what I'm not gonna do on this live. Or on any platform. I ain't never gonna big up Chris Brown in any type of way. He's not for me. In immensely talented, but it's just he seems to be so blatantly a bad guy in a way that makes me sure that cancel culture does not exist. Because I feel like you know what I'll say? I think Chris Brown is the R. Kelly of our time. I'll say that. I think he's modern day R. Kelly in terms of making incredible music and being a piece of shit guy. You want to see Chris Red on the show? We'll see what we can do. T-Pain, exactly. That's what I need y'all to be talking about. If anybody knows T-Pain, if any of y'all got access to T-Pain and his people in his community, bring us together because that's something that would probably make me cry if we got T-Pain on. And it feels like he would come on. Carol, you want Petey on the pod? Scroll back, scroll a little further up. We already have Petey. One of my favorite early episodes. Go check him out. Stav, I would love to have Stav on the show. He is so busy. I feel like he's like always out and about touring, so we just got to make the schedules line up. But I would love to get Stav. That would be beautiful. And thank you for some of y'all for supporting my Bruno Mars take, because I do think I'm right. Somebody in here said that they think Beyonce is current day Michael Jackson, and I think that is a very understandable take. I went to see Beyonce. I've seen Beyonce twice live, including once last year in Atlanta, and those are the best concerts I've ever seen in my life. Truly, it's crazy to me that anyone is more popular than Beyonce, because she just is the best at being a pop star overall. Like, truly nobody's doing it on that level, and I don't even think it's close. I've never seen anything like what Beyonce did in a live show. I'm not even like the biggest, like, I'm not the number one Beyonce fan on any type of level, but like, I literally was watching that show with like my mouth wide open. I was literally, because I've never seen a show like that. I never seen a show with 3 intermissions. What? It's incredible. Whoa. My favorite 2016 rap album, just off the top of my head, it's The Life of Pablo. I don't know if that is ultimately true, but I do know that like I revisited The Life of Pablo, and it is it's still incredible. And I think we'll look back and be like, that's the last great Kanye album that we ever got, even though people didn't all the way love it in the moment. My favorite female artist right now, it's a great question. Like I said, I do like this girl Veda, Vayda. She's a girl from Atlanta. I really, really am fucking with Veda pretty heavy. She was like in many of my like top songs, like she was one of my top artists from last year. Oh, also there's this girl who does R&B. Her name is Molly, Mali, and then the second word is Molly, Mollie. Incredible. She makes really cool kind of like pop R&B that like I've been crazy into. She has some of my very favorite songs. Also, I really fuck with Caribou, Free Caribou. I don't know exactly what's going on with her, but I really, really, really dig what she got going on.
People, like, while they're here, they can subscribe.
Oh, also, while y'all are here, hey, while you're in this, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube. You probably already are, but follow us on all the stuff. The unfortunate fact of the matter is that having your follower count up is a major part of the whole game. So if y'all want to see this keep going, I'm gonna need y'all subscribed. I'm gonna need y'all liking and commenting and all of that everywhere, because we live in a hellscape, and subscribing is free. Thank you, Jasmine 5804. Subscribing is free. Go ahead and make that happen. I would love to get Caribou on the pod. That would be incredible. Did I ever get into Mumford and Sons? You know what, Marcus? Incredible question. There was a time where I was, hey, look, Mumford and Sons was hot. Mumford and Sons was a hot group, and it was 2012, and I was on the music blogs. It was never that, the stomp clap music was never really for me necessarily, but like, I'd be lying to you if I told you I never peeped. I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't download some of those illegally and put them on my iPod. That just wouldn't be true. Are there any albums from my family, that my parents introduced me to, that I still listen to? Babyface. My parents had a Babyface Christmas album that really did go quadruple platinum in my household, and I feel like I still do fuck with Babyface to this day. Oh, and Sade, of course. Sade was like, my dad told this story all the time where he used to say that he met Sade, or that when he used to live in England, that he used to see her perform at like a local coffee shop, which I believed in a big way as a kid. And now he was lying to me. He wasn't telling me the truth, but that's part of being a parent. I might become a parent, and best believe I'm not telling the truth because that's what has to happen. Oh, y'all want Zach Fox on the show? I would love to make it happen. We don't live in the same city. I feel like that's the main thing that is getting in the middle between me and Zach. But yeah, I would love to have him on. We just got to make the timing line up. Somebody said nice toque. I forget. I know it's a Canadian thing. I know Canadians say toque or toque. You guys got to stop. Come on, Canadians. You don't have to say that kind of stuff. Just call it a hat, call it a beanie. Not to disrespect your culture, but also in a small way, I am. Toque. Okay. How did I get into this? Somebody's asking, how did I get into this? I love music, but I don't care where to start. I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on toque. I'm sorry. Okay, Canadians. Okay, toque. I gotta pull up to Vancouver soon. I've never been over there. My homie from Vancouver told me that y'all call it a toque. That's where I learned that. Yeah, somebody is saying they love music, but they don't know how to start. I mean, I will be honest. I was really step one, get on SNL. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt to be on SNL. I mean, I feel like from doing the show, it introduced me to all kinds of people, and so that helped me honestly like build up the infrastructure to like put all this stuff out. I think getting a team of people around you to like build up the whole thing was really important to me. But that's also because like I'm lazy and overwhelmed, and I can't like do all the stuff that you have to do to manufacture this on like a bunch of different platforms. But yeah, I do think that that's been a big part of it. But also like start however you can. Like start like I've had friends who just like are posting on Instagram. Like that's I'm gonna say the same stuff that everybody else would say, which is just like start. Just start in whatever way feels attainable to you, and then just like build out from there. If I could do skits or host an album or mixtape for any rapper, who would it be? Man, it's a bummer because nobody does them anymore. The skit era of album tracks was like from an era where like people sat with stuff in a different way. And I'll say as a person who grew up loving the skits. Also, can I talk about skits real quick? Just these things that are on the albums, those are called skits. If you watch like something that's made for comedy, those are sketches. I just want to make that delineation because I hate if you've ever done sketch comedy, you hate the word skits. I just wanted to say that, and just so that that's out in the future at some point, so people know where I stand on that. If I could do the skits on an album, if those existed anymore, it's tough to say because most of my heroes are kind of bad people at this point, and that's pretty documented. But man, and this would never happen, but if Sade put out a late career album, like 15 years after the last album that she put out, and wanted to have a comedian say silly shit on it, it would make my life complete. And I don't think I'd ever ask for anything else for the rest of my life. And I don't think y'all would ever be able to tell me shit ever again. So yeah, that will not happen. But if it ever could, I just want Sade, if you're watching this live, and I know that you are, just know it could be us. It could be us on an album together making beautiful music. Let's do it. How do comedy and music go together rhythmically? I don't know if I understand that question. Who's one artist that's dead that I would want to see live? I think it would have been cool to see where it would have gone for Mac Miller, of course, and also Juice WRLD. I thought he did. I thought he was like a really cool, like young guy. You know what? And then you know what? I'm realizing that I misunderstood the question, but I'm going to keep my answers the same because of my pride. I'm not going to change it. Do I listen to Tia Corinne? Yes, I do listen to Tia Corinne, and I fuck with Tia Corinne heavy. I would love to get Tia Corinne involved. I think she's. I love when rappers are funny, but they're not like a joke rapper, and I think she is a perfect example of that. She's incredible. Let's Yeah, she's incredible. I think she's really funny. She talks about squirting on the floor a lot, which I think is incredible. She's talked about squirting on a myriad of different objects, and that's the type of artistry that I'm looking for in my music. And I also think like all Tia Corinne's projects have been fire, and I think she's so distinct and like yeah, I think she's bomb as fuck. What happened to Chitty Bang? That's an awesome question. What happened to Chitty Bang? I can't tell you where it went left. I do think ultimately he was like a victim of like he was just making music that really sounded like 2010. And I feel like when you make music that sounds exactly like the time that you live in, if you don't get out of that, then like you can kind of get stuck. I'd imagine he probably had some label shit. I'd imagine the label probably wanted him to do some shit and like the album got held up and then it came out and it wasn't the right time. Like I feel like that's I feel like that's got to be what that is, but I don't know. I was on Chitty Bang's Instagram the other day, and I didn't like how it made me feel. So I hope Chitty Bang, wherever he's at, I hope he's doing well. Would I ever want to get into acting? What do you think I do? What do you think? What do you think? I did. I was on a television show for years. Yeah. I'll consider it though. I'll think about it. I'll consider it. Um, do I have comedy shows coming up? Yeah, I'm about to post some tour dates. Let me know where y'all live. Let me know where y'all live, and I'll let you know if I'm coming there on tour. Would I want to get into movie acting? Yes, I would like to get into movie acting. That would be nice. I just did a couple episodes of this Amazon barbershop show that's about to come out. Um, oh, Toronto. I was in Toronto. I was in Toronto this summer. And I was in Houston. The cities y'all drop in, I just came from. This is the most devastating things about touring is that you can leave a city and then as soon as you leave, people are like, how come you don't never come to Baltimore? How come you don't never come to Cleveland? I I will come back. I promise. Um, I'm about to what is it? Do big booty mixes ruin music or you pro mashup and remixes? Um, I'm pro mashup. I feel like that's what music is all about. Um, I'm into it. I'll come back to Houston, but yes, I was just there. But yes, I don't. Is big booty mixes like a type of mix? What am I learning about San Juan? Oh, I don't know if they're gonna fuck with me in Puerto Rico. I don't know what they got going on down there comedically, but maybe one day, maybe I'll pull up. Uh, do I gotta go? Okay. All right. I'm being told that I gotta go by my social folks. I think we're gonna keep doing these. If y'all like this, tap in. We're gonna keep doing these on Tuesdays, or as many Tuesdays as we can. So y'all continue to pull up. I appreciate y'all being a part of this experiment as we're like trying it and testing it. Make sure y'all follow us on the YouTube if you don't already. Follow us on the YouTube, follow us on the TikTok, follow us on the Instagram. It helps us grow and like continue to do more stuff and like make it nicer. And it's free. So yeah. What's up? Bring your questions next week. Bring your questions next week because I will hop on for another 20 minutes or so and I will chat with y'all. So tap in with that. Follow us everywhere. Tap in and I'll see y'all next week. Oh, No Name would be an incredible guest and we'll reach out. I don't know her at all, but I'll see what I can make happen. Thank y'all so much again. We've got the Holmes episode out right now, which is so funny. If y'all haven't listened, subscribe, do all that stuff. Love y'all. Bye. Okay.